In this very moment, I decided to turn the camera on when we normally would not and provide some footage of everything that happens in between the episodes. We're leaving Homer. We're headed to Seward. It's a rainy day. Trish is getting laundry done. I just paid at the Homer Elks. We're headed into Seward. We have no idea where we're gonna stay. A lot of people have been asking for what's it really like, because you know, we tend to focus on the things that we do when we get to Homer, the things that we do when we get to Seward. But what about just the everyday, what I consider to be all the boring stuff? But I know there's a large amount of people out there that are interested in what it's really like, because you're considering doing this. You want to know what's it really like. I get it, I understand. It's the stuff I was searching for. All right, let's go get Trish. Got Trish from the laundry. She's in the truck. This is the Chevron. Awesome Chevron. It's got potable water, whatever the heck it's called. It's the dump. It's got air. It's got space. It's got a separate diesel. It's fantastic. So I'm going to shift this to time-lapse mode, and then I'm going to go do this. All right? Stay there. Forgot I was recording this, and so I had to go wash my hands, and then I have to go put on these gloves, because you do not want to forget to put your gloves on when you do this on video, or you're going to get like 900 comments about how disgusting it is not to wear gloves. So Trish, can you hold this camera right here? I'm going to put these gloves on. Make sure that I'm nice and clean. Now, I will take this moment to say, despite the comments, that I have seen people at dump stations wear gloves, and really they need to be wearing a bodysuit. And I've seen other people without gloves do it very clean. So I don't think this is like a gloves or no gloves situation. I think this is there are ways to stay sanitary with or without gloves. This is something I've been kind of dealing with. This handle came off my black tank, so I've got to use this little monkey wrench right here to get it on there. And then I got one of those clips, one of these handles at the store, and it came off. So I have to screw it on next time, and then put like a little safety wire in there and that kind of stuff. So I need two hands, so hold on. I almost forgot to tell you, this is so much fun. It's cheap old sewer hose right here. And it doesn't have any of the fancy connections with the Rhino clear glass, and any of that stuff. It comes out like this, and then it's just got that hose, and it goes straight in. And I use that specifically for these public dumps, because I don't want the connection that has that elbow with the clear plexiglass thing, because it's kind of difficult to get in and around and whatnot. I sometimes just like that sewer hose to just go straight in like that. So I keep this around just for these public spots, or maybe at an RV park that doesn't have the threaded sewer hose. So I keep this around for that. And man, look at all this stuff I had to say. I never had time to. And then I keep my extension sewer hose right here, just in case it's really far away. And then I've got my regular sewer hose that I keep in this bin right here. And then I think I mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. I have these Husky bins right here. They're $7 at Home Depot. And I wasn't very clear last time I mentioned it. The reason I like these is because they go up over the bin. The other ones go down in, so you can't use the whole thing. See this? I can put over the top of the bin. You can get more stuff in it. I had no idea how much information I was withholding. This is feeling like it's really coming. You know, another thing is that I stopped getting those really nice blue gloves that I used to order from Amazon, because I found these at Walmart, and I thought, oh, this is better, because we're always at a Walmart and I can just go inside and pick these up. These things are terrible. You can't get them on your hands. When you put them on, they pop off at the wrist. So I'm gonna have to go make another Amazon order, get those ones that I like. But like I said, if you don't have gloves, it's not the end of the world. There is a way to do this that is very sanitary and very clean. Oftentimes you put the gloves on and it's a false sense of security, and you could be messy. Sometimes it's better to just take your time, know what you're doing, wash your hands, call it a day. All right, so what's the plan? We're going to Seward, and how far away is it? 3 hours?
3 hours and 14 minutes.
And that includes the stop to the Thai restaurant?
Yes, and they're working on our food right now.
What did you order?
Yellow curry chicken.
For who? Just you and I? Oh, because
Yep.
they had lunch.
They had lunch.
All right, well, this is it. We're leaving Homer.
I really enjoyed Homer.
It was great.
If you can only pick a few places,
Homer's one of them.
Homer should be one of them.
Yes. And 3 hours of Seward, and that gives us plenty of time to talk. So maybe we'll get that GoPro charged. See?
It's charging.
Charging like that. And we'll get that charged up so we can turn it on and include you into the conversations that we have while we drive. Is this not a fun episode or what? Do I have to keep selling it?
This is self-promotion. It's fun.
No,
Mandatory
This is a
fun.
lot of fun. A mandatory fun episode. This truly cannot be more appropriate for behind the scenes. We just realized that we're potentially dry camping in Seward. And the last thing I'm going to do is go figure out where to get water when we get there. So,
Take two.
take two.
On being ready.
We're now filling up the fresh, and that takes forever. Oh wait, Trish, come over here. You know the other thing I'm gonna do? Every single time we're driving in the rain, and I have a GoPro that has the windshield wipers, someone says I should be using Rain-X. Every time. Well, wait, stay there. I have Rain-X. No, we're not working with them. No, any of that stuff. I have it. The problem is it runs out. And so I need to put it on a lot. But I'll put it on right now because it is good. It is good. But I've noticed that it only lasts for about a day on a rainy day and I have to reapply. It's the reapplying part that's hard to remember.
Talk about that hose you're using.
This is a 50-foot non-kink hose. Favorite hose, best hose on the planet. Come over here, Trish. Okay, let's get the water on.
Okay, Mark, here's
Yeah.
a serious question.
What's the serious question?
How do you pronounce that?
Well,
Potable.
it's kind of like potato.
Potato.
It's kind of like potato. Ah, 1/3. Making progress. All right, so what's your direction say now? When are we going to be in Seward?
We've got 3 hours on the road.
And it's 5 o'clock?
Of course it is, because that's how we roll.
That's ridiculous. All right, 3 hours and 13 minutes, and that's Google time, so it'll probably take us 4. I got full
It'll be
tank of-
pretty though. We're going back towards Kenai
Uh-huh.
and then cutting over.
But we got here in the rain, and now we're going back in the rain, so we never really got to see it without the rain. That's it for now. I'll flip this around so you can see the roads. Oh, and you can see the Rain-X work. Perfect timing. Good segue, Mark.
Wait, do you notice a difference then?
Oh, no, there's a big difference. Okay, more stuff we would never share. Just so you know, we're feeling a little like, oh, we have to drive to Seward. Like, it's kind of a little overwhelming right now.
It's a lot of driving. Worth it though.
You know, there's highs and lows. There's times where we're like super in the mood, and then there's times where we're really not in the mood. But because this is such a fun episode, we're sharing with you all of the stuff. This is just,
Aren't you having fun?
isn't this awesome? Of all episodes to be sharing the like between the episodes, KYD between the episodes. This is the one. My stinky slinky is hanging out the side of the rig. Remember I showed you it? I guess I didn't clasp it. I guess I didn't clasp it.
What's
All right, so
happening?
guys flashing me, and I'm like, who's flashing us?
Why is the person
Oh my
flashing
gosh,
us?
it's totally rolling around.
All right.
Okay.
So embarrassing.
I just feel like the family vacation Clark guy. Oh my gosh.
Wait, is it connected to the Stinky Slinky?
Gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna pull over. There's just not enough room.
Wait, is it connected to it?
Dad,
You know, it's all because I'm sharing all this stuff that that's
Did we
even
lose
hanging
it?
out.
Oh no, we didn't lose it.
No. All right, here we go. I guess I can pull over here. I just don't want to.
Wait, what's it connected
I've gone
Maybe
this
there's
far.
something over here.
Wait, what's it connected
It's
to?
not. I don't know. It's just bound up inside.
Where do you normally keep it? I thought you kept it in the...
No, my extra one I keep in that thing, and I was showing everybody where I keep my extra one.
And then you didn't...
All right, here, I'm just gonna pull it over right here.
Okay, before the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay, be really careful.
There's just no good place.
Okay. Give him a thumbs up. Thank you. Pretty bird.
Did you see the dead duck right there?
That was super
Did you
nice.
see the dead duck?
That was very nice of him.
And he even blocked traffic.
He blocked traffic for me.
Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a little flash with my brake lights. Man, now I gotta get a new cat.
Oh, you lost the cap too?
Well, yeah. Just so you know what I'm doing and why I'm going in and out like that is I'm looking for that. And if I go a little further back, it's off.
It looks like you're not sticking out though. Like, see that truck?
Yeah, you're right, I'm not sticking out.
So, you're okay. If you want to just stay right there, you're 0.
How funny is it that I'm doing that time lapse of that cruise ship and that woman walks out right in front of the camera and then she starts talking to me. And I don't be rude, like, you're standing in front of my time lapse. Can we talk over there? Like, can we?
Do you have a wallet?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so now what we're gonna do is something that Trish and I regularly do. And that is we go in and around the town when we get here because we want to know where everything is and we want to figure out where we're going to meet Bixler tomorrow. He's the captain of the boat we're going out with tomorrow. Yes. That's when the Seward episode would officially start.
But we're between the lines.
But we're between the episodes with KYD. Anyhow, so we're going to go get a lay of the land. We're going to see where the grocery store is. I'm going to find a more desirable location in this RV park because this is... It's fine for now, but I think we'll do 2 nights here. And then I think we'll go to the end. And if we have to dry camp, we'll dry camp. But okay, very sorry. I forgot to turn the camera on. We went into the harbor area and we read the email from Seward Ocean Excursions. And we found the M pylon. We found the area to park.
Always go check out your stuff. If you have to start early in the morning, check it out the night before, so that in the morning you're not scrambling and you're like, I don't see the M1.
I know.
And now everybody's upset.
Now we know where to pay, where to park, and where to go, and be there at 8. So all is cool. But I really wish I would have shown you that. I just
walking through the rain.
Yeah.
You did good.
Not used to turning on the camera for stuff like that. But that's what makes this so much fun.
I was waiting, and I'm so glad you delivered. I was waiting.
Cruise by our site, site 526. We're gonna pay for 2 nights because we're going out on the boat tomorrow and we're gonna be out until 2, and that's after checkout. So we might as well just come back. And you and I have to get started on the video because Trish is leaving Thursday. And so we need to decide what it is we're doing this Sunday with the video.
Yes.
Are we gonna do Cooper's Landing with, what are we doing Cooper's Landing? Yeah, it's really a nice system. You just go in and you just type in the site number and then you put in your license plate number of the camping unit. And then you put in your credit card and voila. So $40 per night with electric.
That's a lot to spend without a full hookup.
Well, that's Alaska. We spent $55 at Volcano View.
Well, that's true.
That had a view, but it was still water and electric.
Yeah,
Alaska's expensive.
Well,
it's true.
You can
it's true.
park for free in a lot of places.
Well, that's just
not.
It's fun, isn't it? I just sitting here working on the video, listening to music. We spend a long time listening to music. Is today Wednesday? No, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay, so I was out here looking at the clouds. You can't really see. Oh yeah, there you go. See those clouds right there? That's what I look for in a good time lapse. is clouds, something that's going to move. So I went outside, I climbed up the ladder, gotta have some action, and then I put the time lapse up on top of the ladder looking at the clouds. That way, if I need to move the Seward episode from one segment to another segment, I can use a quick time lapse to get me from there to there. So that's what's going on. Now I'm gonna go back and listen to music. What are you doing?
I am making a curry soup with 2 cans of coconut milk and sweet potatoes, carrots. I sauteed some onions in some olive oil, and then I just used a little bit of this Thai yellow curry sauce. So I've got a gluten-free, dairy-free soup to go with halibut tacos tonight.
Ooh, should we record halibut tacos, do you think?
I don't know if it's going to be a great recipe. I don't know what's going to happen.
And then I gotta clean up.
You got to clean up?
Yeah, I gotta clean up. And then we have
I've
to
already cleaned
slow
this
dinner.
whole kitchen.
Well, I know, but it's a mess again.
I know, because I just made a coleslaw to go on top of the tacos.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah.
Well, Carson and I are leaving to go on a hike, and we noticed more Airstreams than I think I've ever seen in a single location in my life. More
Even
than
in our dealer.
Even in a dealer.
Yeah.
Of course, the distinction here is that they all had those big red numbers on top of the Airstream, and I always thought that
We've
was...
seen the same thing in Malibu.
Oh, we've seen those things everywhere, and I always thought that that was like a manufacturing thing, like maybe something that came standard with a Airstream by a certain year, but it's not. I've just learned that it is part of the Wally Byram Club, so to speak, where this is a group that people belong to, and they go on some caravans together, and they're on a 2-month caravan trip, all these Airstream owners that started in Dawson Creek, and they're making their way through, and they do all sorts of different things. So I love when the RV community does things that make it even smaller and more intimate. So they've taken 37 Airstreams on a 2-month trip. Now, that's pretty cool. Now I know why the sign says they don't recommend public usage. If that's the trail, which I think it is,
Okay, let's go.
these are not the best conditions to do this hike in. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe that's the trail. Just so you know, I'm already rethinking this, and I've already told Carson that we potentially need to go back down and around the Jeep trail and get up above the tree line before we get started. So I haven't completely lost my mind, but I'm going up each level just to see, you know, can we get back down safely? And at the moment that I feel like we can't get back down safely will be the moment we turn around. But we're just gonna keep going up a little bit, inch by inch, and just seeing.
There's a rope, Father.
Oh, there's a rope? Oh, well, that changes everything. All right, we're at that point, and we're gonna turn around. Carson, you need to carefully get down to that rope. Kids, when they leave the nest, are gonna do a lot of really stupid things, and hopefully they're gonna make good decisions. But my approach is to do a lot of stupid things with my kids so that they actually know how to make good decisions when things go wrong. Because avoiding things going wrong, impossible. Gaining experience on how to make good decisions when things go wrong, that I want them to do with me. Was there a third lesson learned here?
Don't hold on to moving your arms.
I did get hit with a couple rocks here, and on my back. Anyhow. So Carson, what did you learn?
Basically, overall, don't hike this trail in the rain. That's what I've learned.
All right. Well, you want to go home and take a nice, hot, 45-second shower? That sounds delightful. said I was going to clean up.
Yes.
What is going on?
What is going on?
Well, there you have it. That was the first ever Between the Episodes with KYD.
Ew, I just got it all over me.
Well, I tell you what, we really do enjoy sharing some of the everyday things that go on between the destinations and during RV life, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's what's really happening. Our normal videos are if we went and did something, or we went for a hike, or we're eating a really great meal, and today we wanted to show you washing dishes.
Yes, which is definitely part of it.
Which
But
is part of it.
I
All
did
the
learn,
chores.
though from doing this that the amount of footage required to capture this everyday stuff is daunting because the camera has to be on all the time. Whereas normally, we're going to go out on a boat, we have the camera on for certain segments. So, but I would like to incorporate more everyday stuff into the episodes. And I think driving home from Alaska is going to have a lot of that.
Absolutely. Well, that's quite an adventure. Alaska's been an adventure, but the road to and from is an adventure as well.
For sure. All right, so next weekend, not only do we go out with Ocean Seward Excursions in Seward, but then we met up with KYD Insider David Downs to do salmon fishing. But the best part of all is Trish flies home to Arizona and Tori reappears on KYD.
Yay!
So that'll be a lot of fun. All right, that's it for this weekend. Looking forward to seeing you next Sunday. We'll catch you then.
Bye!